So where should I use? Well, let me ask this first. Well, we've all heard this, but go ahead and break down some terrible ways to do. I know there's people watching, people listening. I need volunteers right now, Paul. Summer is happening, and they will resort to terrible ideas for recruiting. They need VBS volunteers. They need summer things that are going on. And I know that youth pastors, sometimes when they get in a panic, they will resort to terrible ideas. So can we just tell the youth pastors and youth workers that are watching now, let's stay away from some of these ideas before you do anything?
Yes, and some of these I think you could just stay away from in general. Some of them I think you could come back to if you have a good solid recruiting base in place, and we could talk about that a little bit later. But because like for example, an announcement from stage isn't terrible as a recruiting idea. I think a lot of people listening have done it and realize sometimes it's not very effective. For every 10 people that raise their hand say, yeah, I'll serve, and like 2 of them make it.
Yeah.
And there's a way to improve that. So it's not that that's terrible, but it is probably terrible without something else to go with it. Certainly anytime it's a desperate need kind of thing is a terrible thing, whether that's from a stage or even in person, like, hey, Paul, in the lobby, I'm drowning, can you, and you'll get, I mean, again, people that have the gift of mercy, like they're, you could get some people that way, but it's not exactly the people that you want. And so I think those are a couple ways that, if you're going to recruit, it's probably not going to be quite as effective. I would even say this, and this is, again, there's a version of this that works, but it's a terrible way to recruit. Like one of the worst ways to recruit volunteers is to only ask as many people as you need. So if you need 5 more volunteers, if you only ask 5 people, well, that's not a good way to recruit. What are the chances that 100% of them say yes? Going back to the math thing. So I think some of it is, what's a good consistent plan you can recruit, and then there is lots of ways that you can supplement that, like an announcement from stage or something on the website or something on social media. But I think any of those by themselves without the recruiting base, usually in my experience, don't work as well.